In 1561, a particularly unusual event occurred over the city of Nuremberg, which is now in Germany, but at the time it was part of the free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire. It was witnessed by thousands, so this was a mass sighting, and it was a particularly interesting one because it was a weird celestial phenomena. Some people just write it off as being the natural phenomenon called a sundog, which appears as multiple suns in the sky. But that hardly even begins to match the description given. The sundog is an atmospheric optical phenomena, much more tame than that was described in the news of 1561. The equivalent of a newspaper article, which was in April 1561, described in detail this event, and it even included a woodcut engraving of what the people saw. According to Wikipedia, the article said that on the 14th of April 1561, many men and women of Nuremberg saw what the broadsheet describes as an aerial battle out of the sun, followed by the appearance of a large black triangular object and exhaustive combatant spheres falling to earth in clouds of smoke. The broadsheet claims that witnesses observed hundreds of spheres, cylinders, and other odd-shaped objects that moved erratically overhead. So this woodcut that you see now is that illustration showing the various objects and shapes and spheres, strange crosses, all kinds of things up in the sky. Skeptics describe it as a natural phenomenon, and others interpret it to be UFOs. While there are some who, even at the time, suggested that this was a message from God, or worse still, taking it further to be a sign of the end of times. Apparently, other similar events have been found in archives of around that time. Nuremberg was one popular location, but another of note was a place called Basel, where in 1566, red and black spheres did battle in the sky. And this does sound very similar to the Nuremberg event. So what do you think they saw? It's kind of hard to think of this as a natural phenomenon, but maybe it was something like an aurora of kinds, or maybe, as suggested, it was just a sundog. But my vote goes for a type of UFO, not the sort of aliens and little green men, but rather of a flying craft of the ancients. Because in my opinion, the ancient ones are still around, and they're not alien, they are of our world.